Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue, and I want you to check out Bondy's Boutique and get some of my merch, y'all. I've added some new things like my mermaid cups and the mermaid tees, and also the Shake Them Tits mugs. All right, you asked for it and you got it. Check out Bondy's merch at Bondy's Boutique.
Hey everybody, what's up? I'm back for Family or Fiance, and this is a Where Are They Now? And if you hear someone eating in the background, mind your business. Okay, thank you. Okay, look, gotta get these videos done when I gotta get these videos done. Okay, now look. I mean, you're sucking heads and stuff, so you know how that's suck.
I'm eating crawfish, but you ain't got
eating crawfish.
more detail and shit.
If somebody does something else, fuck you. Look, I was just playing. All right, y'all, let's get into Family or Fiance. Selani and Justin, let's start with them. Y'all, Selani is over it, okay? Selani is over it to the 10th degree, and Justin is in denial. Like, he's just has no idea what's happening right now, and it's just like, ooh, okay? Look, she not featuring Justin. He's still not communicating well. They're both in therapy separately. But then he gonna try to count how many times she go to therapy. She don't go to therapy nearly as much and all this. And I'm like, sir, don't do that. Don't do that. Because if y'all not getting therapy together, you can't be sitting up there telling somebody how much they should be going to therapy and all this and that and that and this. I don't even appreciate that. Okay? His mom deleted and blocked Selani on all the social media platforms, on all of them. And he's sitting up there trying to make excuses, acting like his mama don't dislike her. What other evidence do you need? Like, that doesn't mean she doesn't want to talk to you. What the hell does block mean then? Okay? Tell me. Because I don't know then, if that's not what it means. Because when I block you, I don't want to talk to you and I don't want to see what you got going on. That's what that means for me. Okay, I thought that's what it meant for the rest of the world, but you know, some people got their own definitions for shit. You know what I'm saying? People love to change the definition of a word in order for it to fit whatever they want it to be. Crazy mama. All right, anyway, so yeah, Selani say that if she didn't have to financially depend on him in one way or another, she would not be living with him right now. Okay, the ring that he gave her ain't around her neck no more. It ain't on her finger. She ain't got it. I really feel like the only reason she's still with this man is because she can't afford to live nowhere else right now. And he didn't know that. She feels like she's coming off like a nagging girlfriend because he's not giving her what she needs in the relationship. They don't know if they gonna make it. He sounds more hopeful than she is, or than I. Okay, I was just looking at him like, boy, you know that relationship is down the shitter, don't you? You don't know? Well, where it is. Okay, moving on to Summer and Keith. Summer and Keith had like one of the shortest moments of the show because they shit just went so well. Okay, as soon as they got their family, okay, they all went out of town to Mexico, I believe. I think they said Cabo, and got married. Their whole family was there. Everybody had a funky good time. So now they're trying to plan trips where everybody goes somewhere together because their families ended up getting along so well. The wedding was beautiful. Keith is getting more food now. He's even getting breakfast every once in a blue moon. Okay, feeling great about how their relationship is going. Kissing all in the camera. Thank you, Summer and Keith. We appreciate y'all. Y'all was cute. Lysandra and Julian. Lysandra and Julian was one of them older couples, and then the kids was very unhappy about the rushing in of the relationship. All right, so one of the first things they talk about was Z. Y'all know Lysandra got an alternate personality which she blames for her negative and her bad behavior. Okay, and she says that she's fitting to retire Z. All right, fitting to retire her. And I feel like it should have been retired, okay? That's how we all feel. But she hasn't been popping up nearly as much as she did in that moment, okay? Everybody was kind of taken aback about how negatively Julian's family, y'all know his old ass cousin who wanted her drinking buddy back, okay? She was really upset by this relationship because it seems as though she had a personal stock in it. The auntie was passing out on the ground and shit. They was just doing a lot. They was just really doing a lot. And like I said, we got to talk about the Z situation, because Z came out when her family members reacted. You know, they almost got into a fight. They didn't show us, but I feel like there was some hits thrown when Lizandra was called a bitch by one of Julian's family members, or vice versa. I can't remember. Either way, the word bitch was thrown into the air, and then an altercation assumed. I feel like I'm glad Lizandria and Julian's situation is better than it was on television, because it was a hot ass mess. Okay, his little son felt like she was taking all the attention. Well, now his son love her and appreciate the fact that she done made his daddy a better man. Seems to me like they did what I told them to do, which is grow the hell up a little bit. Because it's only when you're immature do you feel the need to be this under your grown ass parents. Okay, you grown, they grown. Why are you crying about the time that they not spending with you? And I get it, we all want to spend time with our parents, but at the same time, y'all gotta get a little older and get y'all own significant other and find some business or some shit like that, and then y'all won't feel like that as much. Okay, that's what seemed like happened. All right, her two daughters say the mama been spending time with the two of them, so they feel like the situation has worked itself out, that the mama is really making an effort to be in their lives instead of just being all about her man like it seems she had been in the past. Okay, and like I said, Julian's son say they got a bond and he loved the both of them. Mwah, that's what he said. All right, I was just like, all right, it's cool, it's all good. Now they still not engaged, they still taking it slow, but yeah, it's good between the two of them. They were sitting the closest. They had a lot of people that, you know, either came up on the stage or were seated next to each other, and these two as close as they could be. Okay, she might as well have been sitting in that man's lap for all for all the hell we knew, as close as she was. I was like, y'all better be together. I'm here for it. So y'all, Ashaki and Chris, they were the first episode. They was a hot ass mess. They also seemed like they from New Orleans. All right, so at the end of their episode, they had broken up. Well, guess what? Now they're back together. I don't understand why. So they back together. They had to date for a while. Ashaki wants us to know that she made him, you know, earn them getting back together for the most part. She ain't say that, but that's what she meant. Okay, they also live together now. They have joined each other financially. They on the same cell phone bill and all of this shit. And I'm just sitting up there like, sir, like what that's supposed to mean? Like, I don't like when you do all that like that and it seems like the relationship ain't really cemented like that. You know, what you doing all of that for, living with him? Y'all only really been back together for 6 months. I don't know, or less than that. I don't know, y'all. I just feel like there's too much dependency for a fucked up looking relationship. The relationship look fucked up. All right, now he gets into how much easier his life has been since he decided to stop cheating on her. He don't have to juggle as much. Okay, he ain't got to pay for as many bitches, ain't got to pay for all these clubs and all of that. Now he just got one person to take out to eat every once in a while and put in on the bills. He is happy with that. Now, the way he explained it had a lot of us looking at him like, damn, is it all about convenience? Do you love the bitch? I mean, you know, is there any compassion, emotion? Like, is there any passion in this situation? Let us know. And he really couldn't vocalize that. It was almost like he refused to. And when Tracy pointed out he was being defensive, he denied it. And I'm like, but you're not even having a conversation with us anymore. When they got off the stage, because old girl was mad. Okay, they got off the stage. She was like, I don't know what that was about. That's the way he is, and da-da-da-da. And he was like, she shouldn't have pushed me. She know my triggers. Why trigger me? You know, you don't want to do that. And I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? What triggers? Who triggered what? You the one sitting up there talking about your girl like she was a low interest rate loan that you just got. Just made my life so much easier. You know, I ain't gotta pay as much. Like, it's so much. Like, that's how you talked about the woman that you in a relationship with. Son, like, the shit sound garbage. And the fact that you couldn't even say, no, babe, it's not like that. I'm just saying it's much easier on my lifestyle. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't be doing this with you if I didn't love you. Like, that's what you're supposed to say. You ignorant ass Negro. I could not with him. He made me so mad. I agree with the auntie. The auntie said she need to learn how to see a fool when she see one and leave his ass alone. And I agree. It should leave his ass alone. Okay, because he ain't no good if you ask me. Ain't no good. The mama ain't saying nothing, but she feel that way. She just ain't saying it. You know, at some point, mamas gotta, you know, speak their piece, and then they gotta go after they done told you that this nigga is in the gutter. Okay? In the gutter. Alright? Anyway, y'all. So next, the little lesbian couple on the show, Nakia and Bree. They still together. Bree got a fade, not a fade, but you know, real short hair, and I was like, girl, I don't know why you was ever wearing a wig. You look so much better with no hair. Like, she looked good with no hair. She had buku makeup on, but she looked so pretty. And I was like, yeah, I don't know why you did that, because this is it right here. This is what you should have came with. Another thing that bothers me, who gets tattoos under their chin? Do you not realize that they look like chin hair when you're not really paying too close attention? Like, bitches, you growing something under that? What is that? Who gets a tattoo under their chin? Especially when they almost got like a little extra. It just brings attention to the fact that you got a little extra. Oh. Y'all, I couldn't take it. I don't know why she did it. I'm sorry I went off about that. Besides that, they doing good. They together. They love each other. Bree got a job. Take some of the stress off. Nikki, their relationship is much better. The only advice they gave was don't do like we did and tell your people when you getting engaged, because if not, it's going to be a problem. It may not, bless you. Bless you. It may not turn out like our situation did. They get married in October. Good for them. Let's move on to Felicia and Chris. Felicia and Chris is personally my favorite couple. They seemed the most fitted for one another, the most in love. You know what I'm saying? Like, both they seem like they liked each other so much. And that's what I liked about their situation. So let's get into them. First of all, she's pregnant. They got married already. We know that. We saw that they got married at the end of their episode. And this is their honeymoon baby. And his mom was there at their wedding and held his hand, was very supportive, and since then has a much better relationship with Felicia, has a much better relationship with her. She's my daughter-in-law is so respectful. I'm like, oh goodness. Like, that's what you like about her, huh? She mad respectful. I understand. Look, that's what you want out of these young people. You don't want no disrespectful little bitch coming to your house having a grandbaby by your son giving you an old fuck ass grandbaby that you gotta argue with her about. No disrespect to the grandmamas and the grandbabies when I say fuck ass, but I just mean a fucked up ass situation. Like, you know, bitch don't like you, you don't like her. You know what I'm saying? But you want to see your grandbaby, so you gotta act like you like the bitch. Hey, when she come over, bitch, put my baby. You know what I'm saying? Put my grandbaby down, get up the fuck out. Like, you know, we glad it didn't turn out like that. It's a much better situation. Everything got better when they got home. It worked out for them. And they were just really talking about how before they got back together this time, they were broken up for like 3 years. And she went away to this retreat and got her life. And when she came back, she forced him to step his game up and level up. And that's when he decided to come to her correct. And that's why we are where we are now, with them with a baby and being all cute and chocolatey. And, you know, grandma gonna have her first grandbaby. And it all works out. And we happy for Felicia and Chris. Like, they was cute. I was here for them. All right, y'all. Y'all remember Amber and Justin? They was the ones who was abusive. He was putting his hands on that girl. And at the end, she said she didn't want to be with him. And then we find out later on that they got back together. They decided not to come back on the show. They declined. But I'm sure somebody gonna find them on Instagram and give me the update. So moving on to the last couple, Karan and Ashley. Karan and Ashley worked on my fucking nerves. They on the episode and today. So they have not seen each other since they were on the show. They come in separately. And when he did come in, first of all, I can't stand when a nigga got blazer sleeves rolled up. Like, I look at you like you was a complete tool. You was an asshole. I can already tell. Ain't no self-respecting man that don't treat people like shit gonna roll up his jacket sleeves like that. I've never seen my husband do that. What the fuck is that? That's so disrespectful. That's going against the grain in the most, like, ridiculous way. Like, why? I don't understand. Anyway, but whenever I see somebody do that, you can bet your bottom dollar they're an asshole. And yeah, that's what he's giving. He's definitely giving asshole. Coming in here with the sunglasses on, but gotta take them off immediately when he sit down. Like, what the fuck? He almost refused to dap Ashley off. It's almost like he shits on Ashley because she represented something he didn't want his people to see about him, but then wanted to marry her. So it's so confusing. But he disrespects her and treats her as if she's, you know, dirt on the bottom of his expensive pair of shoes. But she was fucking and sucking and having threesomes and wanting to marry the bitch. So you can't be that far off from the person that she is if that's the shit that you was doing as well. So I don't understand why she's looked down upon, but he's looked at as somebody that was just making mistakes. Like, fuck out of here. Fuck him. I'm sorry, I just have to get that out. Fuck Quran, whatever the fuck it is. Fuck Quran. And his mama being in a church don't mean that she raised her son to respect people. Because if that new girlfriend, that one who he was with, if she think he gonna be respecting her for the rest of their lives, she is sadly mistaken. She's just very demure and calm and quiet, and it's probably gonna be hard, but eventually that nigga will talk to her like she ain't shit. It's just the type of person he seems to be. It's just gonna take a while. That's all. They always show you the representative at first when they want you, and they try to make sure that they show you the one they love and all of that. But I'm sorry, I can already see in the future him talking to her like she not shit, because he's just the type of nigga that would do that. Quran comes off that way. I could be wrong, I don't know him, but 9 times out of 10 I'm right. Okay, I know people. Yeah, I be knowing people. Sometimes I be wrong. I say I'm wrong. I'm not perfect. That's why I know people. Bless you. I know people and I know I fuck up. But in this moment, I don't think I am. Nobody was really checking him like they should have in this episode, because he was just being so disrespectful to her for no reason. So she says that she should have put on a facade for his family because she loved him. So she should have put on a facade and pretended to be the person that his mom would have been comfortable with. But I believe his mom would not have been comfortable regardless. He says life has been drama-free without Ashley. I'm sure it has been drama-free. It's so easy to control your environment when you can get with a woman that is not going to give you that much, you know, that much jump back. She's not going to come at you like that, because that's not the type of person that she is. Be with that type of person. But something tells me that you that type of person. So it ain't really going to matter in the end, is it? All right? He says that his mom is happy. Okay, that he and Ashley broke up, and Ashley says that his mom actually reached out to her, asked her how she was doing, asked about her son. So she appreciates that about her. Ashley says she apologized for the way she talked to his mom and the things that she said. And Ashley then mentions that she and Karan talk. They talk often. And then he gets all defensive. We don't talk. What are you talking about? We talk, what, maybe once a month? Oh my God. Okay, we hadn't talked for 5 months since the show, and then, you know, we talked like once or twice, and he was just going the fuck off about, I don't be calling you like that. And it was like, oh, why is you doing all this? She was like, I know why you doing all of this, and your girlfriend cute. And how you know what my girlfriend like? And she was like, oh, is that many? And he was like, yeah, and you was just one of many. And Tracy was like, sir, didn't you want to marry her last time we saw you? Like, that's not buku. We don't marry buku. We don't marry one of many. Like, that's not really how that goes down like that, y'all. Y'all, look, I couldn't deal with the two of them. Ashley says that she and her friend Kenya are together. And he can act like he wasn't upset about that, but he felt some type of way. And when he came out, it was a whole bunch of, when she came out, Kenya came out to sit with them, it was a whole bunch of negative energy. It was a whole bunch of negative energy masquerading as unbotheredness. And I tickle when people act like they're so unbothered, but they're actually pissed the fuck off. He was pissed the fuck off. He was mad. He was upset. And then he acted like he wasn't. And Kenya was like, it's obvious that there's still some feelings here. You know what I'm saying? But the relationship that Kenya and Ashley have is much better. They don't really argue like that. It's not all of this negative energy that this nigga's putting off. It just works better. So they go ahead and leave, and then they bring out Syria, which is the girl who they have been talking about on their episode that he was supposedly still in love with. Well, apparently he was still in love with her. She come out, we thought she was a white woman at first. I was like, oh, it better not be no white woman. But it was a little light-skinned girl named Kateria. She's very beautiful, very demure, very soft-spoken. She already goes to church with his mama. She did say she watched the show and didn't like how he talked to Ashley, because she wouldn't like it if he yelled at her in that way, look, as a woman, you know, as a woman. And he said that he wouldn't talk to her like that. He would never talk to her like he did Ashley. Ashley brought that out of him. And Tracy was like, let's be clear. Yes, Kateria and Ashley are not the same type of woman. They're not the same person, but you are. You are the same person no matter which of these women you are with. And something tells me if you can't control it, then you're going to have a problem with it. And that was the issue. He liked all of that little freaky shit he could do with Ashley as long as he can control how it was perceived by his family and other people. And as soon as she took that from him, then all of a sudden he had no use for her because he couldn't control her in the way that he wanted to. And this little chick right here sitting on the side of him telling me that she lets him control it. She just lets him. You know, she might put her foot down every once in a while and he may feel a certain way about her that keeps him from overstepping. But at the same time, when shit get comfortable, he gonna get disrespectful. And it's just already there for me. I'm sorry. There's no way you about to convince me that you're not gonna be disrespectful just because it's another female. No. Most of the time when niggas is disrespectful the way he was disrespectful, you just disrespectful. Eventually to everybody. But yeah, y'all, that was it. I hope y'all enjoyed this little recap of the Where Are They Now, okay? Because I enjoyed it. I thought it was messy as shit. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the videos that have come out recently. I'll have them all around the screen. Subscribe if you haven't already. Love you. See you in the next one.